Hello, welcome to Energy Circle's VSPTenneti channel. Mitraaya namaha. Will your luck go away if you share this with others? Once you attract abundance into your life will no longer be the same. And this longing for abundance has not popped up in recent times but can be traced back to centuries. The sages, seers, kings, dynasties, no one is an exception for this, as each of them had a thirst to prosper infinitely well in every dimension of life. And for this, they looked for secrets that were kept deeply hidden in various forms. In this video, let's discover the mysteriously intriguing stories that caused unimaginable historical situations. You may be amazed that most powerful men dug deeper to unravel the riches that the powerful gemstone showered magically right from when it entered someone's life. And the kings paid enormous attention to observing which stone got them the power they couldn't even dream of, and what they should do to avoid facing the recklessness of misusing these precious gemstones. You may wonder if possessing the right gemstone makes so much of a difference, and also what harm can occur if we use the gemstones for the wrong purposes. The renowned king Dasharatha, father of Lord Rama, artistically decorated his royal throne and his chariot with 4 Vayu Markata gemstones, 14 blood red colored stones, and also a single very unique rare coral stone. His kingdom flourished very well and his subjects loved him dearly. He was generous, courageous, and loved his wives very much. He had even granted 3 boons to his beloved Queen Kaikeyi and swore to keep them up until his very last breath. However, Manthara, the wicked mistress of Queen Kaikeyi, sowed the poisonous idea of sending Lord Rama to the forest while Prince Bharata would rule the kingdom after that. Queen Kaikeyi was very fond of Lord Rama and couldn't even think of betraying King Dasharatha's trust. So, Manthara secretly hid the powerful Gandhari gemstone, a powerful black treasure trove diamond, in Queen Kaikeyi's room. This provoked Queen Kaikeyi to an extent where her selfless love was replaced by intense hatred towards Lord Rama and overflowing love towards her son Bharata. This one instance gave birth to the epic of Ramayana, known all over the world. Not just the kings, but even the Suryopasakas were aware of the mysterious gemstones. They embraced the mystical diamonds during their meditation on Lord Surya. They used highly powerful diamonds like Hemasundari, Prasanna Kamini, and Unnata Yogini to flare up their sadhanas. Emperor Chandragupta is a Suryopasaka himself. He had appeased the exuberant Garuda Swapna Marakatamani to invoke Lord Yamadharmaraja, who accepted Chandragupta as his trustworthy assistant. Innumerable stories like these display the miracles that occur when the gemstones enter your life. The talk about mystical diamonds is incomplete without the most powerful Shamantakamani. Shamantakamani is so powerful that when one focuses all his or her thoughts towards this gem, the person can manifest it accurately. This is very closely related to Lord Surya. If one prays to Lord Surya during Lord Vinayaka's religious observance, they are bestowed with boons by Lord Surya himself. The purpose of these glittering gems goes beyond the fortune that one gets. It helps one to intensify their sadhana. Sage Narada Muni proclaimed that using Shamantakamani in the practice of Keshara Dhyana dramatically enhances the ability to accomplish and secure Ashtasiddhis and Navanidhis. And also, if a person performs Shikhara Bandha of Shamantakamani, they have the enormous opportunity to attain Kundalini Mahasiddhi. Another breathtaking secret: if the light emerging out of Shamantakamani is directed towards the Mooladhara or the Swadhisthana chakra, that person will be graced by the divine vision of the past and the future. That person can potentially captivate one of the 72 spirits related to the Solomon called Orias. This will grant the sadhaka with the art and science of astrology. Now, the gems that triggers the unspoken ambition in a person to own it at least once in their lifetime. You guessed it right, the diamonds. One of the world's most expensive diamonds is the Grand Mughal, weighing around 275 carats. It is also one of the oldest diamonds found so far. It enhances the beauty and exudes charm onto the person who is blessed with it. There is also the secret of 7 fame. Just with one gem, if a person is gifted with so many abilities, imagine the explosive power it can bestow when the most potent diamonds are put together. One such ritual is the famed Secrets of 7. 7 mighty diamonds are placed in a yellow cloth and tied carefully to make 7 knots. And then it is offered to the Almighty by a fully grown woman on a full moon night facing the northeast direction. And finally, she worships Venus and performs Sthapana, which is the installation, Kona Puja, and concludes by chanting the secret and sacred Sthiro Bhava, Suprasanno Bhava mantra. This ritual blesses the head of the family with serene prosperity and helps them to achieve great name and fame. After listening to so many stories of gemstones, you may wonder which gemstone you want to possess that will help you attract such miracles into your life. What if I told you that it is not you but the gemstone that magically chooses you? Let me share the amazing story of Keller Smith. Long while ago, it was Christmas Eve in Sweden. People had gathered merrily for the grand celebrations. One of the tailors of that place, Keller Smith, walked alone in a quiet place and he was lost in his thoughts. Suddenly, out of nowhere, he spotted a sparkling stone partially hiding inside a brown, soft leather purse. He rushed in to dig and find out what it was, and he was mesmerized to lay his hands on the precious gemstone. Though he wasn't aware of its value, it tickled him with immense joy and pleasure, and he kissed the gem that had surprisingly made its way to him. He looked around slowly, and when he didn't find anyone to whom this belonged, he threw the purse away and carried the gemstone along with him. After reaching his boutique shop, he could feel a strangely pleasant brightness and positive aura in his shop. It was so energizing that he worked the whole day without feeling fatigued. And he even felt compassionate towards the workers who had reached late to work without showing any sign of anger. He instead forgave them and they all worked joyfully. He was so thrilled with this new experience that he decided to stitch an exquisite satin gown for the wealthiest lady in the town, Priscilla. Lady Priscilla was so impressed and pleased to see her dress come out so beautifully that she paid Keller double the amount he had requested. The popularity of Keller spread so quickly in the town that he soon became the richest man in Sweden, who was much sought after for the magic in his hands to design the most elegant and gorgeous dresses. Keller had almost forgotten about the gemstone in his locker that was secretly performing all the miracles that he didn't even realize. As the days passed, Keller didn't have any worry about his earnings, and his desires craved for a woman in his life. And this led him to a prostitute from Washington, Andrea. She had a younger sister, Rosie, who was so beautiful that the man's eyes would get glued to her the moment she appeared before him. And she had such fine features that made a man feel irresistible towards her. Keller felt out of breath with Rosie's beauty, and he was ready to pay 10 folds of his money to spend just a night with her. Andrea was very clever, and she could sense a desperation in Keller. She hatched a plan to take advantage of this situation and announced that whoever bids the highest amount towards Rosie gets to spend a night of ecstasy with her. It was then that Keller recalled the charming gemstone he possessed, and in a flash he grabbed it from his locker and reached Andrea's house. With the mere glance of the gemstone, Rosie ran to him and hugged him tightly. She took it for herself and kissed it passionately. Andrea was so excited that everything was happening as per her plan. Now, you may be wondering if the gemstone stopped showing miracles on Keller as he gave it away. But the story takes an interesting turn here. Where did the gemstone reach? What was its name? Would you share your precious gemstone with others? And many more such questions to be answered in the coming videos. Hold on to your curiosity and you will be pleased to discover what happened next. Bye for now.